Hey, this video is a white space analysis I was playing around with in our demo instance. And this is probably the one that excites me probably the most. Monica mentioned in her session, but this is a challenge of like, how do you add value to the business and how do you support your go-to-market team? The base data that was used to create this was basically the contract information out of Maxio that I loaded into Claude desktop, and basically with just a couple prompts saying, hey, I want to create a white space analysis that does an inventory of what are our customers currently licensed and saying, what could we sell that we're currently not selling? So in this demo instance, I've got roughly 5,400 customers, current ARR of almost 370 million. And it's showing that of these customers, 2.7 products per customer. So every SaaS company out there is trying to, how do you maximize retention and your basically NRR, which is your expansion ability, right? And like anything, the more cross-pollinated you are across your product offering, the stickier you become. So the goal is, how many products can you sell your customer that, assuming you got a multi-product type offering? And Maxio is a perfect example of that. We've got a host of different solutions that work well together, but usually a customer will start with one. So this analysis, a lot of companies do this in the CRM or whatnot, but your base data, which really, again, it's that source of truth. Maxio has every item that's been contracted between you and your customer. So what I was looking for was a tool that would allow us to leverage that data that we have in Maxio and allow you to, as a Maxio customer, to leverage and work with your teams. But this basically allows me to say an overview of what this demo company has by segment: strategic, SMB, startup. And then you've got a listing of like account managers. So if I take Patrick Dempsey, it gives you a drill down then of what is our account manager responsible for, and then allows you to say, all right, if I just want to look at S&B, what do they have? And then how do I pivot to all right, I've got strategic customers. Here's the detail of this particular customer. And it drills down and gives you all of this great metadata related to that specific customer, which is fantastic, given that all I did was provided an existing contract listing out of Maxio and a product listing of a Maxio demo instance, and saying what is currently licensed and what could be licensed. And then the beauty of this is then you can say, from a sales priority size for my account management team, if I said, all right, Audrey, what should you be focused on to help your account management team really prioritize their efforts and bringing value to that customer base? So this gives you a whole detail of strategic, and then Audrey could then go, all right, if I'm going to prioritize, Audrey doesn't have there. So it appears that I picked a bad customer or a bad account rep who just deals with strategic, which is not surprising. Typically your strategic customers are larger and have a limited bandwidth to cover to be able to make sure you're addressing their specific needs. But the uber point is, just with 2 or 3 different source files out of Maxio, it gives you the ability to leverage this type of fantastic data with an AI agent. And then also to empower your account management team or your go-to-market team, and where they need to spend their time to be the biggest impact personally for their typically variable comp, but also for the company to make sure that you're cross-threaded and driving this average product per customer to a larger number, which then hopefully is more value to the customer, and then which usually results in higher retention rate, which is a win-win for all interested parties. So hopefully this is a good demonstration of what's possible with the underlying data within Maxio and what you can do with AI agent. Happy to go into more details with you and how you too can build something like this.